says that man is a social and political animal. Those who are not living within the state are either beast or god, not human being. Hello students, today we are going to discuss a very important concept of political science and international relation that is written on your board, that is functionalism. It is equally important both in paper 1 and paper 2. It is specifically mentioned as functionalism in international relation. It is also mentioned as the structural functional model of Allman and Powell in comparative politics. But we have to trace this concept from its origin. So who was the first functionalist and what functionalism means? As the name suggests, functionalism has the root word function, that is, the function performed by various parts of the whole for sake of stability of the whole. Functionalism does not go into the causes. Functionalism go into the consequences and those actions which are meant for stability of the whole. Means every whole or every existence has so many structures, so many components, so many subcomponents, and those components, those structures, if they function for stability of the whole, that comes under functionalism. That is elementary concept. As far as its origin is concerned, in political science, Aristotle, the father of political science, is considered to be first functionalist. He is also organic thinker. Organic thinkers like Plato and Aristotle believe that state is the body and individuals are organs, and organs cannot exist without body. Similarly, individuals cannot exist without state. For Plato, state was individual writ large, and state was just like large family. Philosopher king was the head. But Aristotle, who is not only organic thinker, who highlights the importance of the whole, that is state, says that man is a social and political animal. Those who are not living within the state are either beast or god, not human being. State came into existence for sake of life of man and continues for sake of good life of man. So Aristotle applied functionalism first at the body level. See our body. Our body has different structure, different components like mind. Mind is always compared, head is compared with state, most important part, thinking part. We have also eyes, nose, ears, legs, hands. So in stability of the body, it's not only mind, it's not only state which plays important role. All components, all subcomponents of the body play functional role in the stability of the body. In other words, if we have to balance our body, hand is equally important, nose is equally important, seeing is also important, eyes are equally important, legs are equally important. All are playing their functional role for stability of the body. Similarly, if we apply functionalism in the society oblique state, because for organic thinkers, society and state were taken interchangeably, unlike liberal thinkers. So, if we see the whole society, in whole society there are different structure and bodies which help in stability of the society. In society we have different structure. First is marriage and then family, for fulfillment of certain needs of the person. So that also help in social stability. Without marriage and family, there will be no certainty in relationship. So that fulfilled certain needs, family. Then school imparts education. It helps in moral, material and personality development of man. For Aristotle, state works as educational institution for moral, material and personality development of man. So without education we cannot have moral, material and personality development. So education institution or schools also play a role in social stability. Then we have religious places which also promote morality, sacrifice, harmony. So religious place, they also play functional role in social stability. Then we have friend circle, friend groups, interest groups, peer groups. Various psychological needs are shared at that level, so that also help in stability. Aristotle also was functionalist, and he said institution of private property and slavery also play important role in social stability. How? Ownership of slaves and ownership of private property gives you ample leisure, and those who have ample leisure must only involve in politics. Politics needs exclusive devotion. So one who is out from the minimum needs, who is out from the kitchen, who is above minimum needs, who has no material worries, who had ample private property, who had ample number of slaves, so that one can focus in more important political work, more important work which needs thinking or relating to public, rather than doing those menial things like cooking, like cooking on its own, cleaning on its own. So those in politics should have ample leisure. So private property and marriage, family, school, religious place, every social institution plays important role in social stability. So finally, state is compared with head, the most important part, as the state is also the whole body, and sometimes it is compared with most important head part. So that state works as education institution for moral, material, personality development. State maintains law and order. State ensures safety. State ensures justice. State ensures virtuous life. State promotes virtuous life. State is the whole. Society is the whole, and the other components like marriage, property, family, ownership of slavery, schools, religious places, peer groups, social groups, they are components. So functionalism claims that components play important role in the stability of the whole. They focus on the consequences, the actions for sake of stability, not causes. Then in 18th century, a German philosopher, Immanuel Kant, was another functionalist. According to Immanuel Kant, the basis of morality should be rationality, and there are universal moral principles which are followed by all. That is categorical imperative, and Kant is a deontologist, means duty for sake of duty. If all components of the whole perform their duties, not for expecting some reward, but out of moral conviction, then it will promote social stability, it will promote international stability. Immanuel Kant highlighted morality, it highlighted international system as federation of nation states with democracy, with functional relationship, with interdependence, not only government to government single layer relationship, that will be always weak. There should be multi-layer relationship, government to government, people to people, technology to technology, trade to trade, market to market, technocrats to technocrats, civil society to civil society. So multi-layer relationship is always stronger, and functionalism favor multi-layer relationship, that different structures play role in stability. So Immanuel Kant also believe in categorical imperative, that is universal moral principles, duty for sake of duty, democracy, and interaction, interdependence, multi-layer relationship among the countries based on human dignity and human rights, which are universal for durable peace. And ultimately functionalism favor stability and peace. So be it Aristotle, the father of political science, be it Immanuel Kant, in sociology also there are many thinkers like Durkheim who favor functionalism for sake of society. That is not our concern in PSIR. We will focus more on political thinkers like Aristotle, like Immanuel Kant, then Woodrow Wilson, the charismatic president of America during First World War. And he gave 14-point program in 1918 for international peace based on liberal institutionalism and functionalism. Because why there were wars, why there were conflicts between the countries? Only government to government relationship, single thread relationship will not withstand pulls and pressures, and it will collapse. So in normal language it is said that जिनके साथ हमारा लेना देना, इंटरेक्शन, अटैचमेंट, मल्टी लेयर रिलेशनशिप, मल्टी डायमेंशनल रिलेशनशिप, मल्टी फैसेट रिलेशनशिप रहता है, वहाँ हमारी टॉलरेंस लिमिट ज़्यादा होती है. जैसे हमारे जो सगे हैं, संबंधी हैं, जिनसे हमारा लेना देना, जिन पे डिपेंडेंस या जिनसे हमारा डिपेंडेंस है, वहाँ पे बड़ी से बड़ी बातों में भी टॉलरेंस होता है. लेकिन एक अनजान व्यक्ति जिनसे लेना देना नहीं, वहाँ टॉलरेंस जीरो हो जाता है. हाउ डेयर यू. वही बात जो ह्यूमन बिहेवियर की है, वही बात यहां भी है कि अगर देशों के गवर्नमेंट टू गवर्नमेंट सिर्फ पॉलिटिकल रिलेशन रहेंगे तो दैट विल नेवर प्रमोट इंटरनेशनल पीस. और इसी को रिवर्स करने के लिए वुड्रो विल्सन, हु इज फादर ऑफ पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एज वेल, हु इज फादर ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कलेक्टिव सिक्योरिटी ऑल्सो, an association of nations based on collective security, that is collective would be the means and security would be the end. So Woodrow Wilson claimed that we should not have only the government to government political relationship, we should have so many institutions like International Labour Organization, like World Court, like Council, now Security Council, earlier it was Council. Then we should have assembly, then we should have functional relationship, mutual interdependence, material interdependence, complementarities, and once complementarities will increase, interdependence will increase, that will incentivize peace. क्योंकि जिनसे हमें फायदा है, लेना देना है, उनसे हम जल्दी लड़ाई नहीं करते. लेकिन जिनसे कोई लेना देना नहीं है या बहुत कम लेना देना है, तो उनसे हम लड़ाई कर लेते हैं. तो ह्यूमन बिहेवियर में भी यही बात है, और इंटरनेशनल पॉलिटिक्स में भी यही बात है, और सोसाइटी में भी यही बात है. जैसे द सेम प्रिंसिपल इज फॉलोड फॉर कास्टिज्म, कम्युनलिज्म एंड रीजनलिज्म. कम्युनलिज्म में अगर देखते हैं कि इफ यू आर हिंदू एंड योर फैक्ट्री इज गेटिंग लेबर फ्रॉम मुस्लिम विलेज, रॉ मटेरियल फ्रॉम क्रिश्चियन विलेज, एंड एक्सपर्ट्स फ्रॉम सिख विलेज, and the other logistic support from Buddhist village, then you will say all are brothers, because if there are communal riots, your factory will stop, you will be at loss. But if there are segregated population, that you have nothing to do with Muslim population, or no material interdependence with Christian, or no material interdependence with other religious community, then you will say okay, communal riots will happen, what, I will not be at receiving end, I will not have any loss. ठीक है, उनको जला दो, उनको ख़त्म कर दो. लेकिन अगर खुद का लॉस होगा तो अगले दिन फैक्ट्री बंद हो जाएगी, तो आप क्या कहेंगे? हिंदू मुस्लिम भाई भाई। यही बात यहां भी है। मोर प्रोमोटिंग इंटरडिपेंडेंस, प्रोमोटिंग material interdependence, complementarities, multi-layer, multi-facet, multi-dimensional role and connection will strengthen international peace. So Woodrow Wilson distinguished between the administration, public administration, from that of political executive. Public administration must work professionally and without any biasness, with anonymity and without any political leanings. So Woodrow Wilson favored that, but unfortunately international governance failed under the aegis of League of Nations, not because of bad principle of collective security, but bad implementation, poor implementation. So the same collective security was followed in UN, that has become successful in promoting international peace and security, barring certain exceptions. So if you see, United Nations is not only General Assembly and Security Council and Secretariat and Economic and Social Council. It has so many agencies for cooperation in all areas, like for food, FAO and IFAD is there. For industries, UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization is there. For meteorological, IMO is there. For monetary cooperation, International Monetary Fund is there. For economic cooperation, World Bank is there, IBRD is there, IDA is there, IFC is there, MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Then WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Means every area is covered, whether it's agriculture, industry, telecommunication, meteorological services, for health, WHO, for labor, ILO, for economic development, UNEP, UNDP. So UNEP is also United Nations Environmental Program. No area is being left. So if all areas, the nation states cooperate, they will have multi-layer relationship. They have multi-thread relationship. So international governance cover all, including postal union, like International Postal Union, United Nations Convention on Laws of Sea, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. There are n number of UNESCO, then UNICEF. So this has promoted functional relationship. So that has by and large incentivized peace a lot, and the same is the logic of globalization, that is material interdependence. Globalization is the process of intensification of freer flow of goods, services, capital, technology, labor and ideas. This will promote interdependence, this will promote material benefit with each other, and that will dilute the state territory, state citizenship, state boundary, that will dilute aggressive nationalism, that will promote not only internationalism but globalism, global citizenship, and the boundaries of the state, the nationality, the territory, the sovereignty, these things will dilute, and ultimately the material interdependence will be promoted. And functionalism also says peace by pieces. So peace means shanti, or pieces yani tukde, any spillover effect. Once we cooperate in, suppose, technological area, so we both are benefited, then we extend it to economic area, then we extend it to trade area, then we extend to besides political area, diplomatic area, people to people contact, investment, mutual recognition, and this का रायता फैलना, स्पिल ओवर इफेक्ट. स्पिल ओवर इफेक्ट मींस पीस बाय पीसेज, यानी छोटे छोटे शुरुआत, बेबी स्टेप्स कर लेते हैं, और उससे जो फायदे होते हैं उसके आधार पे उसी का रायता फैलाते हैं, यानी उसी को स्पिल ओवर करते हैं, यानी उसी को बढ़ाते हैं, यानी उसी को एक्सटेंड करते हैं, और इससे इंटरनेशनल पीस स्टैब्लिश होता है. जो दुनिया के सबसे खराब रिलेशनशिप है उसमें भी फंक्शनलिज्म हैज हेल्प्ड इन स्टेबलाइजिंग द रिलेशनशिप. फॉर एग्जांपल, India and China had wars in 62. And in 21st century, China is the largest trading partner of India. So it is least likely that India and China will be involving into war, because their economies are so much mutually interdependent now that if they wage war, India को भी नुकसान होगा, China को भी नुकसान होगा. China तो $100 बिलियन हम एक्सपोर्ट करता है, हम तो उनको लगभग 30 बिलियन एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं, तो उनको तो ज्यादा नुकसान होगा. तो 62 में बहुत कम डिपेंडेंस था, बहुत कम रिलेशनशिप था, सिर्फ माओ सेतुंग और नेहरू का रिलेशन वीक होगा, जबकि अभी जो रेयर मिनरल्स हैं उनका भी इंपोर्ट होता है, हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर का भी होता है, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन में भी होता है, एनर्जी में भी होता है, सोलर पैनल में भी होता है, इन एवरी एरिया, ट्रेड, कॉमर्स, गुड्स, सर्विसेज, कैपिटल, टेक्नोलॉजी, लेबर, आइडियाज, इन्वायरमेंट, क्लाइमेट चेंज, टेररिज्म, रीजनल पीस, संघाई कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जैसे. तो दिस इज हाउ functionalism has promoted global peace. The same is followed in second paper, structural functional model. So that was given by Almond and Powell. That came through behavioralism. America is a capitalist country and behavioralism emerged in capitalist country like America, and capitalism always favor stability while socialism, Marxism favor change. So Almond and Powell gave a structural functional model for comparative politics in behavioralism. So here also it is meant for stability of the political system. So comparisons are being made between first world, second world, third world, because this is the most important and potent model for studying comparative politics. Different political systems are at different stages of development, western world, second world, third world, but at the same time there are certain similarities found in all political systems. Every political system is characterized by political structure, is the first similarity. Every political structure is multifunctional, second similarity. Every political system performs almost same kind of function like law and order, defense, security, welfare. And every political system is mixed in cultural sense, that is progressive element of change and conservative element of a status quo. So these are found in every political system, whether it's first world, whether it's second world, whether it's third world, and this is how comparisons are being made. And Almond and Powell in the structural functional model gave 4 inputs. That first is political socialization and political recruitment, then interest articulation, then interest aggregation, then political communication, rule making, rule adjudication, and rule application. So this is political system. These are the inputs. So inputs are being processed and then it comes as output. So output should be such that it promotes stability of political system, because political system is part of larger social system. This is political system, this is social system, then economic system, then cultural system, political economy, political culture, political sociology, interdisciplinary branches. So Almond and Powell system model, there are 2 system model. One is David Easton's cybernetic model. That is also behavioralism is American contribution, and America is a capitalist country, and capitalism will favor always those policies, outputs and decisions which help in stability of the political system. So whether it's David Easton, demand and support, means demand would be there going to the political system, but political system has to take such decision and policies which lessen the demand, increase the support. And if the demands are lessened and support is increased, political system is stabilized. Same is the case here. All inputs are being processed in such a way by political system, and it comes out as output, as rule making, rule application, rule adjudication, to ensure stability of the political system. David Easton's model is dynamic, because where output and input are directly linked through feedback. Here there is no formal feedback, but they are linked because it's not isolated system. So if the multi-layer relationship is being promoted, interdependence is promoted, mutual complementarities are being promoted, multifaceted relationship is promoted, then it leads to stability. So this is how we see this is very important topic in PSIR. This is applicable in paper 1, paper 2, in thinker, in behavioralism. Even you study Amartya Sen, even you study Durkheim in sociology, even you study Immanuel Kant, human rights, human dignity, Woodrow Wilson, international governance, globalization. Everywhere it will come, or you will study international governance and peace and how to promote peace. So everywhere it is all pervasive topic and very important topic, and in the limited time period I have covered, that will be covered more in detail in the regular classes. So that's it for today. Thank you.